Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Blue Lotus Tarot here, and in today's video this is going to be the 3 things that you can expect. This is going to be a new moon reading, so this is for the new moon on September 6th, which is in Virgo. And then we're gonna kind of talk about the 3 things you can expect or be made aware of between that new moon on the 6th to the new moon on October 6th, which is going to be in Libra. So this is, however it resonates for you. This could be for just around September 6th. It could be for that whole month period or that whole lunar cycle period. So however this resonates for you, please only take what resonates with your situation and leave the rest for anybody else who needs to hear it. And whenever you find this video is the day or time that you were meant to find it. So even if it's not really exactly, like if you're coming across this video when it's not past like in November or December, something like that, you can still look at it just to kind of reflect back on what was going on around that time. So we are just going to get started. I have a Moonology Oracle deck. So we're going to get the first, the 3 things to be made aware of with these oracle cards, and then we'll kind of go deeper and clarify why those cards came out. So thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you're seeing this. And let's get right into it. All right, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, what are 3 things the collective need to be made aware of between the new moon on September 6th and the new moon on October 6th, please? Thank you. Okay, I think we got 3 cards. Yeah, we did. Okay, perfect. I love when this happens. This actually happened in, I think it was the September general predictions I posted. I was asking for 3 cards and I actually got 3 that came out in a group like this again. So I love it when it happens like that. So the first card we have is, or the first thing to be aware of or to expect is balanced spirituality and practicality. And this is also the full moon in Pisces. Okay. And I feel that definitely just because, like, I don't know if anybody else has, but I also just started back at my university. So I am kind of trying to balance between, you know, my spiritual stuff or my spiritual interests as well as my, you know, like what I'm trying to do in the 3D as well. So it's like I have to, before, while I was on summer break, I was kind of able to just focus on really whatever I wanted to, but now I really have to balance and organize myself. So I know that's definitely going to resonate for me. The second one we have is meditate and contemplate. And this is the new moon in Pisces. So wow. So we have the full moon and the new moon for Pisces. So this is a lot of Pisces energy. So you may have Pisces in your chart, like you may be a Pisces, or you might have Pisces a lot in your chart or like placements. And then the third thing we have is, wow, a new start is coming, and this is just the new moon. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's so exciting. Wow. Okay, that's so like refreshing too, because it's like, especially like how I said how I just started going back to university, like that's definitely a new start. Like it's a new school year, you know what I mean? So I definitely feel like between these new moon phases or cycle, there's gonna be a lot of new thing or old things closing out and like new things starting. So this may also be like starting, like jumping on a timeline or actually getting like started on where you're trying to go, but we'll see more. At the bottom of the deck, oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Okay, we have expect powerful change. Wasn't I just saying that, like, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of different changes or like closing out cycles for new ones. So especially for me, I am experiencing change right now, so you guys may be doing that as well, or that may be what you're not aware of, is that to expect powerful change. This is also the new moon eclipse, and I'm pretty sure we are going to be having the remainder of the eclipses towards the end of this year. So now let's get into it and clarify what you need to be made aware of or to expect more specifically with these cards. So this deck that I'm using today, this is the Tattoo Tarot deck. I really love this deck just because I honestly got it maybe like 2 months ago, but I haven't used it, like I haven't posted anything on my social medias using it. I also haven't recorded any videos with it, but not too long ago I was trying to do some readings, and like every single time I started a reading, it was like the messages were coming out like crazy, and honestly the messages were really intense too. So I'm really excited to use this deck because I want to see if it's kind of like that same energy or that same vibe of like, I mean, it's important stuff, so we'll see what you need to know, but let's see how the energy is with it. So I'm very excited to use it for the first time on camera. My shuffling's blowing my feather away. All right. Okay, why does the collective need to balance between spirituality and practicality for this new moon cycle? Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we already got a couple cards coming out. Okay, so the first card out, we have the Five of Swords. Youch. Okay. All right, let's see what the other ones are first. I'm just going to put them like this for me first so I can like read them, but then I'll, you know, lay them out. Okay, so we have the Queen of Coins, and then we also have the Three of Wands. Okay, so I definitely feel like for some of you, this won't be for all of you, but I definitely feel like there's a need to balance between spirituality and practicality. Just because since we have the Five of Swords out as the first card, I do feel like some of you may be dealing with like a situation that it's like you're trying to play a strategy, or if you're not trying to play a strategy, it's like somebody else involved in the situation is trying to play a strategy. Like the Five of Swords to me is like playing games, or it's like trying to one up somebody, or it could also be like matching that energy. So like if you feel like somebody acted some type of way towards you, then it's like, okay, you're trying to strategize how to get back at them that way. This could also be like a lot of mental confusion, or I don't want to say traitor, but the word traitor is coming to mind. So I do feel like maybe there could be a situation where it's like you may feel like somebody around you was a traitor in some way, and now it's causing this mental confusion because it's like, maybe it's like, you know, if you were to act a certain way towards them, you know, spiritually, like that wouldn't be good as far as karma. Like if it's like, okay, this person might have done something bad, and then you know that if you were to kind of do the same thing or match their energy, then that would bring bad karma onto you because you're basically being equal or stooping down to their level, you know, like you're not staying in an energy of a high vibe, or like you're not seeing how that person, it's like, oh, okay, well they did that, so it'll be like return to sender times 10, you know what I mean? But like, so it's like, I feel like you're trying to balance between, do I really try and plot against this person or do something to like stoop down to their level, or do I just focus on the good, or like focus on what I'm trying to do, that type of thing. But with that, we also have the Queen of Coins, or also the Queen of Pentacles. So you or another person you could, that's in, that you're dealing with in the situation, could be an earth sign or have a lot of earth in their chart. So this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And that is fitting though, because we do have, with the new moon on September 6th, it is in Virgo. So some of you, this could resonate where you are a Virgo or have a lot of Virgo in your chart, but again, you don't have to for this to still resonate. So yeah, I kind of do feel like maybe it's like, so with the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel like you or somebody is very nurturing. It's like you're nurturing, you're compassionate, you know how to take care of yourself or others. You know how to invest in things or what to invest in, like you know what would bring back good financial wealth or like abundance. It's like you know how to make things happen. You're very independent, you know how to take care of yourself or other things or like your things. But I feel like how I was saying, it's like maybe you're trying to strategize what to do with your money or what to do as far as like with your finances. And if somebody did kind of, or so maybe that is something to expect, is somebody might try to come between you and your money. And especially if you are a lot more spiritual, you could be trying to do some sort of spiritual practice, or you might try to look into making your money off of something spiritual that you do, like your gifts, talents, abilities, if that resonates for you. And it's like, you know that even though somebody has done you wrong or played you dirty, it's like, you know that you're spiritual, and if you were to retaliate, then that would affect your income. So it's like, I feel like you're very on top of your game as far as like trying to assess who's playing you and who's actually trying to help you. And that could be why also you're trying to balance between spirituality and practicality, because it's like, spiritually that wouldn't work out well for you, or it would just put some bad karma onto you. But practicality, or like logically, you're like, no, it's not fair, like this person did something to me. But it's like and that's where that mental confusion that I was talking about is like coming in now, or that's where I feel like it comes into play. Is like, I feel like you're going back and forth in your own mind of trying to figure out what to actually do or how to resolve the situation, because we do have the Three of Wands as well here. And with the Three of Wands, it's like, to me in the traditional tarot, it's normally a person is trying to look out. It's like they have a whole view in front of them and they're just kind of waiting for their ships to come in. So you could be, maybe it's like you're waiting on this karma to hit this other person, or maybe it's like you're waiting for more information or for you to receive something in order to kind of see how you want things to play out moving forward. But I also think it's funny because between balanced spirituality and practicality, it's like there's a person in the middle, like how the cards came out. It's like there's Swords, which represents air, and then that's also a lot of your thoughts, or like what you say to yourself in your mind, or what you think. Whereas Wands, on the other hand, is like, it's the card for or it's for fire. So this is like your passions, or what you do feel passionate about. It's like what brings you inspiration. And I feel like because it's all like kind of all together clumped as one, it's like maybe there's three things that are trying to come together for you, or that you're trying to come together or have come together. And so for some of you, if you are, like how I mentioned earlier, trying to do some sort of spiritual practice or to make your money that way, it's like maybe there's three specific things that you have in mind that you want to do. but you're trying to figure out how to actually make it come together. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting with that. Just trying to lay these out still in a pretty way so we can get the rest of them. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with that first situation. Oh, I did forget to say in the intro as well that since these are 3 things, or since we're going to be talking about 3 things to expect or 3 things to be made aware of, feel free to claim all 3 of these mini messages if they resonate for you. But also if like only 1 or 2 of these piles or mini messages do. So just feel free to claim or whichever or whatever resonates for you. Okay. Now with the second thing to expect, why does the collective need to expect to meditate and contemplate, or why do they need to be made aware about meditating or contemplating? Thank you. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands that came out in reverse here. So with the 8 of Wands in reverse, I do feel like some of you could be, or some of you could expect, or you need to be made aware of a delay or some type of block or a hesitancy. This could also be like slow action, because normally the 8 of Wands, when it's upright, this is like quick communication or fast-paced movement, rapid action. Things like that. But since it's in reverse, it's like maybe you need to expect to meditate and contemplate something a little bit more. Maybe there's like a decision that you're trying to make, but you haven't exactly made it yet because you're still trying to figure out what you want to do, which could also resonate with the 5 of Wands again that we saw earlier with the mental confusion. It's like you're going back and forth between a decision, but it's like maybe if you were to consider doing like a simple 10-minute meditation, they even have 5-minute meditations, but just like scrolling on YouTube and finding one that you feel resonates for you or what you're going through, and maybe just taking that, 5 to 10 minutes to really just quiet your mind, or just allow yourself to, listen to the meditation and see what type of wisdom or knowledge comes to you. Or maybe you are having a lot going on, and maybe it would be helpful if you were to take a little bit of time just to really like have things quiet down or slow down and really think about what you want to do. Because right now I feel like things are moving very slowly, or you may feel blocked in some way, or like you're hesitant to do something. So however it resonates for your situation, I feel like the reason why, like if you're wondering why things aren't really moving in the way that you would like them to, or why things aren't moving forward as quickly as you wanted them to, I feel like it's because there's more information that you need to realize, there's more information that you need to find out for yourself. And the only way that you could do that is when you have, alone time, when you're not really near anybody else to like tap into their energy or have their energy affect you. And to really not have like other thoughts or other things going on in your mind, like just taking some time to really think about what you want or what you're going to do or what needs to be done. So I feel like this is going to be a really crucial time to think about what you're actually going to do. So that way moving forward, you're not still feeling stuck or like there's blockages or something like that. So that's what I'm feeling for the second thing to be made aware of. And you may already be meditating as well, or like you may have already been trying to think about something or contemplate, but it's like something's still not moving forward. But I feel like it's because there's still some sort of wisdom or knowledge or something that you may not be seeing or that you're not aware of, that you do need to be made aware of. in order to have like things kind of click or like get that download in order to be able to move forward in the way that you want or to have the results that you're wanting. And that could be, honestly, that could be for relationships, that could be for career, like your finances. This could be for a hobby or something you're trying to do, like a side hustle. This could really be for anything. So I feel like it'll be a time to really just really think about your decisions or what your plans, how your decisions would affect, what I want to say is like, if you were to make a decision, what the consequences would be. Like, it's like weighing out your pros and cons. Maybe some of you could look into doing, like, actually writing down a pro and con list of like, if I made this decision, this would be the pro outcomes and the con outcomes. You know what I mean? But I'm really excited to get to this third card because a new start is coming. I really want to see what this new start has in store for you all. So yeah, I feel like a new start is it may not be like specifically around September 6th or October 6th. Like, this could be a new start sometime in between then or like shortly after that. But let's see with what cards come out. Okay, and what is this new start? What is this new start? Thank you. The collective can be made aware of. Okay, so to me, these are coming out in limbo since they're sideways. So that's just how we're going to read it. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands in limbo and the Chariot in limbo. So I feel like, okay, so for some of you, I feel like the new start, like a new start to expect or to be made aware of, is something that's going to help you to actually have quick movement forward. Because like I said with the Eight of Wands, where it's like a delay, a block, or hesitancy, I also feel that with the Chariot in limbo, because normally when the Chariot's upright, this is like quick movement, quick movement or like fast pace, things like moving in the right direction. But since it's in limbo, I just kind of feel like things are at a standstill. Oh, and that's so funny. Okay. Yeah, so things are at a standstill. And with the Knight of Wands, with Wands, so for you or somebody else that you could be dealing with in a situation, they could have fire, like be a fire sign or have fire in their chart. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I do think it's funny because look, if you can notice on the Knight of Wands hand here, there's like a tattoo of the ships or like a ship. And that's also with the Three of Wands, that's like your ships coming in. So it's like a new start has to deal with something involving your ships coming in. And I feel like that's, even though it's like 3 mini messages, I still feel like overall as a whole, the reading has to deal with something involving receiving your ships, like your ships coming in or receiving abundance. This is something that you're wanting. And it's like there's been some sort of blockages, like whether it's physical blockages or mental blockages or something that's kind of just getting in the way. But also I do want to say, so this card is in limbo, but with the Knight of Wands, I think it's really interesting that there's an eye, like a third eye up here. So that might resonate for some of you that maybe you've recently had a spiritual awakening, or you've opened up to your third eye, or are going to be opening up to your third eye, or will be having a spiritual awakening. But I feel like you are going to receive some sort of information or download that's going to come through your crown chakra or your third eye, and it's going to allow you to gain like that wisdom or that clarity that's going to help you be able to move forward. And because also too with the Knight of Wands, this is like to me, with the Knight of Wands, it's when it's upright, this can be like fast-paced as well, or fast-paced energy, with like how I was saying with the Eight of Wands, like it's quick or fast-paced. So I feel like the Knight of Wands is like somebody who's willing to take quick action, but since it's in limbo, I feel like it's just like somebody's kind of stuck. Somebody's stuck and they don't know how to move forward, but this new start is coming, or this new start is going to allow you or a situation to really move forward. So yeah, that's interesting. That's funny how it like is playing all together. Like it's like how I said, it's intended for like 3 mini messages, but at least for this reading, it's all kind of like a cohesive reading. I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Wow, okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. Wow, so I feel like what you're not aware of as well is that, yeah, like how a new start is coming. The Sun is like happiness, confidence. With how there's a couple here, it could be like a new relationship or a new phase of a relationship. So maybe like entering, like if you've been in that talking stage, then maybe you'll actually move into becoming exclusive. Or maybe you're going to get proposed to, or because the Sun card also in traditional tarot has a baby on there. So maybe some of you are looking into having a baby, and that could be a new start, or that could be a decision. But I feel like regardless, what you don't expect or what you're not aware of is there's going to be a lot of happiness. You may be gaining more confidence or more self-esteem with yourself. But there's just going to be a lot more things that, especially also too with the clouds, I feel like the clouds are moving away, which clouds also represent confusion, or can represent confusion. So I feel like all that confusion, like how I was saying with the Five of Swords, that confusion, that mental like instability, is going to be going away to allow brighter days or brighter, clear thinking to happen. And that could also maybe like a new start is maybe you will have a spiritual awakening, or you will have something that's like a download or some sort of information that's going to make everything change for you, or like see things from a whole new perspective. Because especially too with how at the bottom of the Moonology deck we had expect powerful change. So I do feel like powerful changes are going to be happening in order for you to have some sort of happiness, or whatever happiness that you're looking for. That's honestly beautiful. I think that's really nice. So I think a lot of good things are going to be coming within the next month. And that is something to expect. So now we are just coming towards the end of the reading. So I do just kind of want to do, I'm going to get a final message. I like to use this deck as like, they're like angel messages, but I like to use them as like friendly reminders to keep in mind in case like you need some sort of inspiration. I almost said information. So maybe we will have some information that brings you some sort of clarity or insight with the cards that come out. But after that, I brought some charmies out today in my little pumpkin bowl for, you know, it's September, so it's basically Halloween, okay? So we'll get some charms as well to clarify anything else that might resonate for you. And then that'll be all for today. Okay. All right, so a friendly reminder. What is a friendly reminder the collective needs to keep in mind, or be made aware of, or have in mind between the new moon on September 6th and the new moon on October? Thank you. Okay, so we have 2 cards. The first one that came out is Curiosity. So see life through the curious eyes of a child, and you will discover a never-ending source of happiness and excitement. Curiosity keeps you alive, interested, and interesting. The angels are inviting you to be curious about yourself. Start exploring who you are, and you will grow personally and spiritually. Oh, okay, so yeah, balance spirituality and practicality. Like, yeah, maybe you're trying to balance yourself or learn more about who you are, like, spiritually and what you believe in, versus also who you are in like the 3D world and the image you give out to others. So it says, be interested in people and you will discover an internal source of fascination. Be curious about the wonderful universe in which you live, about the angels themselves and their role in the divine plan. The radiance of your delight in life will illuminate you. And the affirmation for this is, I explore the wonder of life. Yeah, I think that's really beautiful. Because it's like, in order to have a new start, you have to be curious. You know what I mean? Like, no, a new start isn't going to happen. I mean, a lot of times, yeah, new starts can just happen naturally, but you also have to still be willing to take action or put yourself out there to get like the things that you're wanting, or because maybe you never know, by taking action on something, you never know where that will lead you or what doors that will open or what opportunities that will bring, you know? And so we also have cooperation. So angel wisdom, sorry, let me show you that real quick. Angel wisdom suggests that you use your skills and talents for the common good. Dang, wasn't I just saying that earlier too with like this first pile? I was talking about how maybe, because I do feel like there was some sort of like conflict, or there's some sort of strategy or like game, something like that. But it's like, you know, because of maybe if you have, I don't know, it's like maybe if you haven't been as spiritual, maybe you're just becoming more spiritual, or maybe you have been spiritual for a long time, but it's like something's actually tugging on like your I don't know what the word is called, but it's like you have like the angel on one shoulder and like the devil on the other shoulder, and it's like one's trying to tell you like, no, you know, you can't do that or else that will affect your karma, but then the other one's like, no, don't let people do that to you, or don't let that person do that. But it's like, so it's like you're conflicted. And it also says eliminate power oh my, y'all, you cannot make this ish up. Oh my god. Eliminate power struggles, conflict, and competition which come from an ego desire to win. Y'all, didn't I just say with the 5? Oh my gosh. Okay, I just want to say thank you so much to my spirit team for confirming what I was already channeling or feeling. So this is just further confirmation that there is some sort of conflict. And like how I was saying with like the angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other, I feel like the angel part is like your higher self, or, you know, the pure part of you, whereas the devil is like your ego, and it's like your ego's kind of winning right now, but it's like, you know, you can't let your ego win. So it's like maybe for some of you, you have to like cooperate with yourself. But it also says cooperation for the highest good promotes harmony and togetherness and draws the best from everyone. Make it your aim that everyone has a sense of satisfaction from work done. Then you become a spreader of goodwill and harmony. Your angel guidance is to bring people together and explore how you can mutually assist each other. Your attitude of sharing will ensure that you benefit in your turn, for the angels will bless your endeavors. And your affirmation is, I cooperate with everybody or everyone. So yeah, I definitely feel like if somebody has wronged you, take the higher route. You know what I mean? Like, don't allow this person don't stoop down to this person's level. Allow things to happen, like, just, I don't want to say just take the loss, but it's like you have the higher, you have the upper hand, because this person thinks they got the best of you, but whole time you know that this person's gonna get some sort of karma, or like because you're choosing to take the higher route and choosing not to be in conflict, then you're gonna receive and your endeavors are gonna work out for you, which is like how we've been saying right now. It may feel like things are blocked. Oh my gosh. You guys, I cannot. At the bottom of the deck, we have forgiveness. Yeah, so I really feel like if there really was some sort of betrayal or some sort of like conflict, it's really going to take a lot from you to be able to not only forgive yourself for maybe there was some sort of information you didn't know, and it's like now looking back on it, it's like, oh, if I would have known that information, I would have acted differently, but you didn't know that then, you know what I mean? So it's like you have to forgive yourself for not knowing what you didn't know, but you also have to forgive the other person, because if you don't, it's just going to leave you holding on to resentment, and then that's just going to continue to block you from your blessings. So it says, angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out of your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you dissolve your hurt, anger, and guilt. They will take your burdens from you. When you love unconditionally, there is nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving, so open your heart and give love. And your affirmation is, I forgive myself and others. I am free. Wow, that's honestly so beautiful, because honestly too, maybe like this new start will come once you're able to forgive, once you're able to, like cooperate with yourself and forgive yourself, forgive whoever hurt you, or whoever, maybe they didn't know anything. You don't know, you just know what your situation is and how you feel, but you don't know how somebody else is feeling or what they're going through. So it's like you just have to forgive for knowing the information, or for having the information you did at that time, and like for not knowing any better. And same with this person, like maybe this person will never apologize, you know what I mean? This might be a situation where you'll never get some sort of apology, or like a conclusion, or you know what I mean, like it's just kind of left things are just left unsettled, but it's like you have to forgive in order for things to keep going, or for things to move forward. Wow. So yeah, I definitely feel like a new start is going to be happening for a lot of you, or for most of you, and it's going to be in different ways, or it's going to take the form in different ways. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, and the last thing I want to do, guys, is I'm going to get some charms today, just to see what other things resonate for you, or may resonate for you, or could be confirmation that something in this message was for you. Okay, so just to let you know, you obviously can't see, but I have my eyes closed, or I will have my eyes closed whenever I'm actually picking the charms, and then we'll go from there. So I'm only going to get a couple. Okay, so the first one out, I see this big feather. Wow, that's also confirmation too, because I haven't had this feather out before in any of my readings. So I think it's so funny that there's a feather showing up. You may be seeing feathers, or maybe you've seen feathers recently. You may find feathers shortly after seeing this video. But I also feel like this is just confirmation to let you know that you are protected, or that your angels, ancestors are around. And just like how that one card said about being, being curious about your angels, or like being curious about your spirit guides. And so we have a sun charm. Wow, so that's nice. So I also see that as like further confirmation, since we saw the sun card at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like this is just further confirmation that happiness and confidence, brighter days, or just feeling better, and not just feeling maybe clouded. So I feel like this is going to be refreshing, or this is nice confirmation, or double confirmation that happiness is on its way. We also have, I think, it definitely looks like a horse to me, but I kind of also feel like it's a unicorn. So I don't know, we have a unicorn / horse here. So that might resonate for you. I think I'm not sure. I'm not too sure what all the animals are in the Chinese, Chinese New Year, Chinese zodiac. I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, but if so, maybe if there is a horse as one of them, that could be confirmation that you were born the year of the horse or something. But that's also making me feel drawn to the horses in the chariot. So this could also just be confirmation that, like, yes, things are going to be moving forward, or there is going to be some sort of movement soon. You may have a horse or you may like to ride horses. We also have a purse here. So I do feel like maybe some of you guys are going to be going on a shopping spree, or maybe you guys like to buy purses, like designer purses or something like that. Or this could also be just like a shopping bag, or I wanted to say a picnic basket, even though it doesn't really look like that. But I mean, since the weather is going to be getting a little bit cooler now, maybe you guys are going to go on some sort of picnic or some type of adventure like that. And then we also have a cowboy boots. So maybe some of you guys own a pair of boots, or maybe you guys like country music. Like whenever I see the cowboy whenever I see the cowboy boot, it just makes me think of like Luke Bryan concerts or just country concerts. So maybe those type of things are going to be coming up, some sort of like concert, or maybe you just like country music, maybe you're from the country, something like that, so that could resonate for you. I'm also getting like Western vibes, like old Western movies, like, oh my gosh, my dad always watches those old Westerns, or also Yellowstone. I'm not sure if, I think a new season just came out or is coming out, so maybe that's also a confirmation for you. And then we also have, I'm pretty sure this is like the New Orleans, like, it's like the same logo as for the New Orleans Saints, I think. Again, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But for me, this is like the New Orleans Saints. I think this is also a symbol for good luck. But maybe some of you are from New Orleans, or maybe you're wanting to visit there. Maybe you enjoy or like the Saints as your football team, like maybe that's your favorite team or something like that. So yeah. Oh, and okay, so we also got 6 charms. So 6 in numerology, that's also it means like improvement, harmony, balance. It could be improving connections, relationships, like maybe your home environment is going to improve as well. Wow. Aw. That's nice. Okay, well, that was the last charm I had. I hope something in this video resonated for you. Thank you so much again for joining me in today's video. I had such a fun time finding out what things you need to expect or be made aware of for this new moon cycle. Don't forget to like, comment, let me know in the comments what resonated for you. And also don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.